How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat Mac here, coach of the Sacramento Sand Slash, and we are playing in the YCL Speed Tour up against LaFLAREdaGOD, coach of the Savannah Kartanas. As you can see, we managed to guess every Pokemon correctly up against this team, so pretty excited to play this match out and see how it goes. Our game plan is simply to get toxic spikes up. And they have a Hitmontop as the only removal, and we saw that, so our plan is just to pressure that Pokemon as much as possible. It's kind of like a whatever they start off with. We have Tentacruel, excuse me, to play that lead role, set up some toxic spikes, and then pressure his Hitmontop so he cannot remove them. That's the basics of the game plan. So we'll see if we're able to make that happen, but it felt like a really solid lead when we were prepping for the match. So either way, good luck, have fun to LaFLAREdaGOD. Should be a good game. I'm really excited to play this one out. We are using the slower timer, or the it's not the chess timer, so we'll kind of have to keep time in mind as we're playing through our match here. Should be good though. Okay, there's the Hippowdon. Okay, I kind of thought this would be their start too, so I'm glad that I have the Shuka for this so that we can just make sure that we can take Earthquakes. And yeah, and then just kind of go to town from there. So like I said, game plan is toxic spikes. That's it. Set up toxic spikes. And set up some more toxic spikes. If we can get everything toxic, that's going to be so good. So there's our Shuka coming in handy. We definitely would have died to this if we didn't have that. Oh, actually, maybe not. We'll die to the next hit, though. That's for sure. So we're going to get up to the second layer of toxic spikes. And then after this, we're probably just going to bring in our Celebi. And kind of go to town from there. That's right. We also have Protect on Celebi to stall out some sand turns. We don't want the Dracozolt to kind of get in the way of us here. So this should be a KO. I'm fully expecting this to go down. So Hippowdon KOs Tentacruel, and we were fine with that. That was the whole game plan. This was supposed to be like a suicide lead so that we could get full sets of toxic spikes up and kind of go to town. And there it is. There's our Celebi to come in, and this will also pressure the Hitmontop so that it cannot come in. I kind of want to just go for a Giga Drain. Actually, let's go ahead and get some more chip damage with some Psychic first. I really hope the Hitmontop comes in here. Oh my gosh, you love to see it. Get this thing toxic. Get this thing hit with a Psychic. That's not a big deal. We're a special attacker. Hit him with a Psychic. That is very bulky. They should get hit by Sandstorm. They should get hurt by Toxic. That's got to be Assault Vest. And then we Psychic again. We should pick up the KO. And oh, is that leftovers? Wow, how bulky is that? Maybe I don't have as much attack investment as I thought. This should be a KO though. I hope. It looks like it is. I'm glad we went for a Psychic there, because if we'd gone for the Giga Drain, then I don't think we would have 2-hit KO this, and we would have lost the toxic spikes and only got the Hitmontop. Ideally, this becomes a KO right here, and then toxic spikes are on the field for the rest of the game, and that would be absolutely massive. So there it is. We pick up the KO, exactly how we want it to work. And now every Pokemon that enters on their team is going to get toxic. That's super good. Man, you love to see it when a game plan comes together, you know? You love to see it. Okay, let's take a Hitmontop off the overlay. That's perfect. I'm going to check how many turns of sand there are. I feel like we're getting to the end of it, though. It's got to be Smooth Rock, right? Okay, this is either the last one. So we're going to protect here. This is either the last one or there's 3 more. It just depends on what. If it's Smooth Rock on the... there's Fire Blast. Okay. Since it's Fire Blast, we're probably going to go Torracat. Yeah, I think Torracat's probably the way to go. We don't really want to take that hit. I brought Will-O-Wisp on the Torracat. I'm kind of... Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't know why I brought that if the game plan was just to get Toxic Spikes up, so... I don't know. Here we are. Let's see. Are they... Okay, they do switch it up and go Bolt Beak. That's fine. That's... Was that 150 damage? Okay, so we do live another hit. Although I don't particularly want to stay in to take another hit, so we're just going to Parting Shot on this. Perfect. Okay, so we get some momentum there. And I think at this point, I kind of want to just go... yeah, I kind of want to just go Celebi. Oh, I could go Morgrem here. Celebi pressures this like offensively, and I think that's probably the best bet. Although if we get this in, we could set up we can set up some screens. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here actually. I think Celebi's gonna put in a lot of work for us. Do get hit by the Sandstorm, not a big deal. Okay, and it's good to know that this is not Smooth Rock on the Hippowdon. They had leftovers on the Hitmontop, so that's good to know too. It means so because this is a single item, so or unique item for each Pokemon, we know that nothing else has leftovers, which is pretty good for us here. I wouldn't have it. Well, let's see. The Hippowdon could have had leftovers, and like Rillaboom potentially could have leftovers. Queen Kong, I like it. That's actually cool. Okay, so we hit him with the Toxic. This is really good for us. So they get the Grassy Surge up. Giga Drain will do minimal, very minimum damage. I think this is going to be... Wow, that actually did... Oh, I guess it's... Oh, it gets boosted because of the Grassy Terrain? That was kind of cool. I don't really want to get hit by a U-turn. Like, I'll be real, I don't really want to get hit by a U-turn. So I think we're going to go into... I kind of would like to save the Torracat for the Dracozolt. Actually, I think it's okay to go... Oh, okay, this is actually better. This is actually better, yeah. Yeah, Mana Buzz, if anything, is what we want to use to check this. We'd probably get hit by a knockoff. Potentially get hit by a knockoff, I guess. Oh, they switch out. Okay, what do they switch in? Dracozolt comes in. Okay, not a big deal. We have good answers for this. That's a good double, though. I mean, if they're expecting Mandibuzz to be the answer to the Rillaboom, then it saves them from getting hit by... yeah, it saves them from getting hit by a... like, Rocky Helmet, like we have, right? Makes a lot of sense to do that, I think. So get the Intimidate drop, which I think would be really solid. What do they go for? Bolt Beak. Okay. Take a really good chunk from that. I think we die here? Yeah, we die to Sand. Okay, so... Torracat dies to Sand. And how many turns of... Actually... Oh my god, I love this set. I freaking love this set. It's so funny. God, I want to do this. Oh, this is going to be so good. We might get one shot. I'm not actually sure. I forget what our calc is for this. But tricking on a lagging tail to their like speedy sand setter Pokemon or sand Pokemon sounds hella funny to me. And what's kind of nice here too is that metronome. Okay, that's a cool item. So it does more damage, right? Sandstorm subsides here. No big deal. We are gonna look for. I think we go with a reflect. Their team is pretty physically offensive from this point. So we just want to set up screens here. Oh man, the lagging tail. You'd love to see it. Okay, what do they switch into? Do they try to set up? Okay, they set up sand again. Honestly, now this is not a problem at all. Sand means nothing to us, you know. So we'll just get our screens up. Get our screens up here. And I don't even think I need the light screen. This seems like a good opportunity for us to switch into Mandibuzz, potentially. If like I could see like an earthquake coming out. That's kind of my thinking here. No more grass anymore, just fine. We can also switch into Celebi, which I think is what we actually are going to do. And we'll just like Giga Drain up off of stuff. But we have the Reflect up, so we'll take very, very minimum damage to whatever it decides to attack us here. Okay, there's Stealth Rock. That's not a big deal. We don't have our hazard removal. I don't think that... yeah, I don't think we brought Defog on our Mandibuzz, which is... it's unfortunate, but we'll be okay. Because I think that the longer this game goes on, I think the better it is for us. So we're just gonna keep dealing damage, essentially. That's massive. That's huge. Whirlwind. Okay. Wonder what he pulls out here. Oh, unfortunate to take the rocks damage, but we'll be okay. This could be an opportunity actually for me to just straight up set Tailwind. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll set Tailwind. That means that, I'm pretty sure that means that everything we have is just going to be straight up faster. So we'll set Tailwind. This has Lagging Tail, so it's always going to be last. And so Bulk Beat will do like kind of minimal damage, but we don't really want to take it to begin with. So I'm going to U-turn on this. I think I'm just going to go into Morgrim. We won't take too much damage. I think our screens are probably close to running out. But where is it? Screens are probably close to the end here, so maybe we could set up a Reflect again. Okay, there's the Fire Blast. Probably expecting the Celebi switch in. Okay, so Sandstorm subsides. Where's our Reflect at? Let's double check. Okay, there it is. That it ended right there. Perfect. So, kind of like we drew it up. It's a good feeling right there. So let's set up the Reflect now. There's the Bolt Beak. And they do pick up that KO too. Okay. So Zolt KOs Morgrim. Well, we're putting ourselves into a very good position, I think. At this point, we are going to go into Kimchi. Let's take Morgrim off the layout. And I think at this point we can honestly just... I think we might be able to like 3v5 the rest of their team. I think. We'll see, I think. But having the Reflect up, I think, is massive. This Dracozolt is basically dead. And the Hippowdon is also now dead. So that should die to Giga Drain. So Celebi KOs Hippo. The sand won't matter at all because there's a lagging tail on the Draco's ult. So not a problem at all. This will be like a little bit of chip damage onto Kimchi, but aside from that, it's nothing. Oh, we do lose the tailwind. That's a little sad. Didn't quite make it use of that as much as maybe we could have. I thought that was a cool tech against their team just because of how... yeah, just because of how, like... how much, like, unburden and, like, with Draco's ult and all that kind of stuff they had, so... I thought it would be a good call to have that. We are going to bring in Mandibuzz here. Again, we'll take rocks damage and we could take a knockoff, which again, both of those things are very unfortunate. However, if it's a U-turn, I think that's okay. Swords Dance. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to see. I'm here with y'all. That's not really what I wanted to see. So they'll get some healing. They'll take some poison damage. And then they should be able to start racking up here. I think I'm going to go for a roost. Yeah, we're going to go for a roost here. Drain Punch. Do we live? Oh, we hecka live. Wow, we hecka live that. That did like no damage. Wow, what the heck, Mandibuzz? How are you so beefy? Take the rocks damage. Oh, and I saw... Wait, no. That wasn't Life Orb. Never mind. That wasn't Life Orb. Because that's the Rocky Helmet, I think. Get ourselves healthy. Both of us get hit by the sand. Oh wait, no, I don't think I get hit by the Sandstorm. But we both get the leftovers recovery, which is nice. And then some more toxic damage, which is very good. And I think at this point, a U-turn probably KOs, and then I think we can try to get into either Celebi or... Oh wow, okay, that's good. There's the Draco's ult. Okay, so this should pick up the kill on the Draco's ult. So, right? Yeah, okay, good. And at this point, honestly, I think I just go into Tracheon. I think we just go into Tracheon and start clicking buttons. Wonder how many turns of sand are left. Or not sand, terrain are left. We do lose... Oh, that might have been a reason why I did no damage. We also had Reflect up. Okay, so we're down to 3-3, and I think we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, there's the Sceptile. Do I want to swap into Mandibuzz here? That's probably the best thing to do. There should be the Grassy Seed, right? Yeah. I think, yeah, I think Mandibuzz is going to be the best option for us here. Like a Grass move would suck. Like a Swords Dance would suck. I mean, all those things are not great, but I think this is probably the best choice for us. Yeah, Swords Dance. This doesn't have a particularly high attack stat, so I think we should be okay. 3 minutes left, okay. So we're starting to run out of time here. There is also the option that we just start putting in damage on this thing, which makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, let's go Foul Play. Rock Slide. Oh, that's some good tech. We might die to that. Nope, okay, we're good. How much do we do with Foul Play, though? We... Oko-ish, almost. Is the poison damage going to be enough for the KO? Oh, so good. Okay, so Sceptile dies to poison. And now we're at just the 2 left. And I think that whatever it is, we are going to just attack. Attack whatever it is. Okay, there's the Cloister. Yeah, we're just going to attack it here. Foul Play seems like a good call. Let's do that. We don't survive another hit. Or we don't survive rocks coming in, so and I don't think there's necessarily a reason for us to try to like sack anything. So we are going to die to Icicle Spear here. So Cloister, KO with Spear. KO's Medbuzz. And we're almost out of time, so we got to get moving. KO's Medbuzz, yeah. And at this point, we just go close combat. This dies to it, or whatever or the Rillaboom dies to it, I think. Let's take off. We don't have Mandibuzz anymore. That should be a KO, right? Terrakion is strong. Right? Doesn't that a KO? Okay. Ooh. Second guessing for a second there. Terrakion KO's Cloister. Oh no, timer don't run out! No, timer don't run out! We want to finish our match. Alright, this is the Grassy Surge. We potentially die to a Grassy Glide, so I think I'm going to switch. So we are going to switch here. This will cover for Grassy Glide, this will cover for probably even like a Swords Dance even. Knockoff, oh, okay. I would not have thought that would be your play, but okay. Okay, so then, boom, KO Celebi. And, oh no, hopefully we get a chance to click a button. Down to the last Pokemon. Here it is, the photo finish. And do we get a chance to use our move? I think the best play for us is actually just a close combat. We don't want a chance to miss. Okay, and we pick up the 1-1 victory just based on HP right there. Really good game up against LaFlare. I thought they played really well, and we just had a really solid game plan. I felt like the being able to get those Toxic Spikes up and then to be able to 2-hit KO the Hitmontop put so much pressure on his team with those Toxics. Just like got everything Toxic, and we were just able to chip. One thing I thought was pretty cool about how that game played out is that essentially the Toxic damage played as though we had rocks, right? And it kind of stopped him from, or disincentivized him at least, from doing too much setup, right? Like he did some setup with like the Rillaboom using Swords Dance earlier on, you saw. But for the most part, like we were able to kind of stop any kind of setup stuff that he was doing. And actually, because he set up on the Sceptile earlier on, the poison damage was able to rack up a little bit more and pick up that KO. So either way, really great match, really well played. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel so you can see some more Draft League content, whether it's singles or VGC. We do both of it. Have a great time with it, and we'll catch you on the next one.